Hi everyone, how are you feeling today? I hope you are staying safe. In today's class or lesson, we're going to look at random number generation. Okay, random number generation in C++ is a program that generates seemingly random numbers. You should learn how to create this feature if you need to make something in your program or website random. For instance, you might want your user to roll dice and receive rewards according to the number they get. Three functions associated with random number generation are time, srand, and rand bracket. Okay, so if this is time, the return type is void. For srand, the return type is true or false, and for rand is integer. The argument are void. For srand is integer, and for random is void. And the prototype you need to use together with the time is time.h. iOS stream is enough for to use with this srand, and to use it similarly with rand. Okay, now let's look at the rand function. The rand function is used in C to generate random numbers. If we generate a sequence of random number with the rand function, it will create same sequence again and again every time program run. Say if we are generating 5 random number in C++ with the help of rand in a loop, then every time we compile and run the program, our output must be the same sequence. Okay, what it says here, it says that, like, if you want to produce 10 random number, let's say we want to produce 10 random numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, so what we do here, we have a loop here for k equals to 1, k less than equal than 10, and k plus plus, and then we can have this variable ek, which is equals to rand, okay, and then percent bracket 10. Okay, so this rand percent 10 here generate random numbers from 1 to 10. So you need to have a for loop here, the for loop. Okay, then every time we compile and run the program, our output must be the same sequence of number. Okay, so we can also use randmax, a constant whose default value may vary between implementation, but it generated to be at least 32,767. Now let's look at this more about this. So what I can say here that if I have expression rand percent 10, then the number generated is 0, 1, 2 up to 9. If I want to generate a number from 0 to 100, I use percent 100 here, so it will give me 0, 1, 2 up to 99. Now if I want to start with 0, start with 1, not 0, so I need to have 1 plus rand percent 10. So this will give me 1, 2, 3 up to 10. And similarly, if I have 1 plus rand percent 100, it will give me 1, 2, 3 up to 100. Okay, and so on. So how do you generate a number between -1 and 1? So I need to use sign double rand percent whatever. Okay, if it's 10,000 or 100 and so on. So because we know that sign will give you from a value from highest is 1 and the lowest is minus 1. Okay, so let's look at simple coding here. Sequence of a random number using this rand. Okay, so I have include iOS stream namespace. So I need to define my integer weight void. So this is my return type is void. So in this code here, this program will create same sequence of random number on every program run. So for integer I from 0 less than 5 but I 5, so it will give me 5 random integer. For instance, if I run this code, it will give me 41. It will give me 5 random. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 random value. Okay, now there is another one called srand function. So the srand function set the starting point for producing a series of pseudo-random integer. If srand bracket is not called, then rand bracket seed is set as if srand1 were called at the program start. Any other value for seed set for the generator to a different starting point. Okay, to understand this definition here, we're going to look at this code. Okay, so to be honest, we don't need this S2DOH and all this thing. Okay, we don't need this, so we need iOS stream. And then we are not using any time here. Oh yeah, there is a time. Okay, we have time here, so we need to use include time.h. Okay, so now this is this tells you the return type is void. This program will generate different sequence of random number on every program run. So use current time as seed for the random generator. So srand time is 0. For I equals to 1 is 0 and I less than 4, I plus plus, it will generate a random number. So what this function here, this function here as rand time 0. Okay, what is this thing does? Okay, the strand time 0 used here to initialize random number generator at the beginning of the program. That's what this is for. Okay, so the time 0 here, this time 0 here returns the integer, returns the integer number of seconds from the system clock. Okay, so that's what it means. Okay, so this is when we want to use. So so this code is created a sequence of random number using srand bracket function together with the time 0 here. So use the current time as seed for random generator. Okay, let's look at, we have another. So do you know what's the difference between rand and srand? So maybe you can think about it. Okay, because every time a new number is generated, we need to identify if the number is new maximum or minimum from the previous number. So this is something you can think about. How do you generate number from 1 to 100? And I've already told you earlier on. Okay, so let's move on to this is also string. I think we look at this string a few times before this. Okay, I'm not gonna we already look at in basic. We are look at this in basic programming, so you have to watch my video on basic programming. Okay, so how to declare an array of str that could hold a 10 character string. Okay, so how can we do that? So for instance, in this place, so we write char str11, okay, to declare an array that could hold 10 character string. So I think this example is different than what you say. So we can include string at the top of the program, okay, to display the character. Okay, so I think this is the one. No, this is not the code either. This is how to use the string library. So an array of string is a special form of two-dimensional array. The size of left index determines the number of string. The size of right index specifies the maximum length of each string. For example, the following declares an array of 30 string, each having a maximum length of 80 character. Okay, let's look at. Okay, all these things are how to create the string. Okay, how to create a string. This is this is actually looking at the application. Okay, this is actually one of the application of array. Okay, so we can use strcpy, copy character from one string to another, strcat, concentration of string, strlen is the length of the string, and strcmp is a comparison of the string. Okay, so that's all, I guess. We're gonna look at the application. Okay, let's look at another slide on the application of array. Okay, I'm going to give you some example on this application of array. So maybe I can just look at a coding here. Okay, so open your new file, project. Okay, let's put it code 62. Next, empty project, finish. Okay, and now go to source file, and here add an item and choose C++ file, code 62. Okay, so what we want to do here, okay, we want to show the use of strcpy. Okay, what the definition of this is to copy characters from one string to another. Okay, so you know how to use to create a string. I've shown you, not here this slide. Okay, so I've shown you here to create this name. What is your name, Badrul? Instead of using that str whatever, we can just use char name 100 and then see out what is your name, see in, type your name, and then welcome, because name is in a character type. Okay, so this is easy. But now what's the difference if I want to use strcpy? Okay, to let's do that. Okay, so we have include iOS stream, include C string, using let's don't use this. I want to see whether we can. Okay, let's don't use this. Using namespace std, and then void main Oops, okay, this is the beginning and the end. Okay, what I want to have, I want a char name, and then let's say 100 strcpy. So copy character from one string to another, right? That's the function. So name, my name is Badrul. C out name. Okay, C in dot get. Okay, that's it we want to do. So we have everything sorted. Okay, let's look at this. Run this code. My name is Badrul. So this is the difference between this code with the simple char, with the simple code here. Okay, the same output. What is your name? Badrul. So I can do that. I can do that using, instead of using C in out. Okay, so the other thing is, the one more that we want to look at. Okay, now I'm gonna using the same code, because I'm just don't want to change my type. So I want to use the function strcat. So strcat. Okay, maybe just open a new project, close this. Okay, so code C2A. Next, empty project, finish, add a new item, C++, code C2A. Okay, so what we want to do that's different here, we want to enter, we want to use this function. With this time, we want to show what I want to do here. I'm thinking is, okay, there's few things I want to do. So first thing is, I want to add value or content to the string using strcat. So strcat here means concatenation of a string. So I can join the two string together. Okay, so let's try that. Include iOS stream using namespace std void main. Okay, this bracket here. Okay, so what I want to do here, so I can say, okay, example, now I want to create few string here. So I have an integer I, and then I have a char str1, the dimension is size is 10, and then I have str2, the size is also 10, and str3, the size is also maybe more, 20. Okay, see out. Okay, let me show you what the difference is. So enter a string. Okay, so and then cin, I can enter a string. Okay, I can do that. Okay, I can even enter second strings, many way. So I can also use, okay, I can also, what's the say something we haven't finished yet. So I also want to use strlen. So what this does, this is the length, and length of a string, a length of a string. So to do that, so after you input, I put it here, so I can put C out. What I want to do here actually, let me just think. I want to show you what the length is, so I can put here the length is strlen. There you go. Str, sorry, not str, str1. Okay, let's check this, what you get for this. Okay, you can see that there's a red line everywhere. There is a reason for that. Okay, so it says str1 is undefined. str1 is undefined. Okay, so it doesn't recognize this, so we need to use include C string. Okay, nope, so it's not okay. And then what happened here, do I have any semicolon? Yeah, there you go. That's the main problem actually. And then for this one, there's a semicolon somewhere. Where am I missing a semicolon? Okay, so here, somewhere here is, we need this one. Okay, so actually we don't want to use this. Okay, this is for C. When you're using a C programming, which is older than C++, then you use that. Okay, so this code should produce me the solution that I want. Okay, let's run it. Okay, let me put MALAYSIA. So length is 8. So you can see that it quickly exit the code. So to do that, we can have include conio.h, and then use get. Okay, so let's try now. MALAYSIA, the length is 8. Okay, so what's the purpose of doing this? So the purpose of using strcat, so the purpose of it, you can enter, if you define it as str10 or whatever long sentence you want a string is, then I can do that by using str command here. Okay, the str command can produce me a string, and then this is a string in an array form, and strlen will give you the length of the string. Okay, so what else we want to know? We want to compare. Okay, so if we want to compare between two strings, then I can use strcmp. Okay, strcmp used to compare two strings. Okay, if they are the same, then it will returns 0. Okay, for instance, let's do that. So I have str2 that I haven't used here. Enter a string. Okay, C out. Enter a second string. So C in str2. Okay, now I have str1 and str2, right? So how can I compare the string? So I need to use it will only give me the comparison if I can say, see, like I say, I can compare the two string str1 and str2. Okay, if they are the same, it will return 0. Okay, it will return 0. So now to do that, I can say something like this. So maybe I want to have CR, wait, before that, CR, end of line, and then CR, I'm putting too many space here, the length of the second string is strlen str2. Okay. Now what do I do here? Now here or somewhere here I can say something like this. Integer, maybe below here, integer, let's give a name, C2 for instance equals to strcmp str1 comma str2. Okay, so this C2 here, what's 2 double equal sign, okay, 1 equal, this C2 here is a type of integer. Okay, now I can put an if command here. If C2 equal 0, printf str1 and str2 are equal, else printf they are not equal. Okay, they are not equal. So maybe I need to use a better okay, the string. Maybe I'll put the string, or something like this, strin, strings are equal. Okay, and then if, so what it mean that if they are the same, which means 0. Okay, if they're same means it's 0. So if it's 0, they are equal, else they are not equal. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, let's try that. Do we miss anything? I hope the code works. Okay, let's try that. Okay, MALAYSIA, Malaysia, and second string will be India. Okay, the length of the first string is Malaysia is 8. The length of the second string is 5. They are not equal. Okay, I have to put some I have to put ENDL somewhere here. C out NDL. Okay, that will fix the sentence. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, Malaysia. Okay, enter second string, Indonesia. Are they the same length? 8 and 9, they are not equal. Okay, they are not equal. So let's try a country that can give the same length. So which one is it? So let's do into a string Indonesia. Second string Australia. There you go. Oh, they are not equal. That's not correct. So they are the same. Okay, I gotta check this code again. Look at that. The length is 9. The length of second string is 9. But why are they not equal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they should give me the same size. If C2 equals 0, I'm going to check it again. str1, str2, C2. So the strings, if C2 equals 0, then they should give me. I don't know why they are not producing. What did I do wrong here? They should give me. Let's check what are the value produced by the this one. Okay, so let's check it. Printf value returned by Strcmp is %d, and then I did say it's an integer, right? C2 is integer. Oops, I should have my /n next to here. Okay, the value returned by. Okay, so technically if the length are the same, they should return the same thing. So maybe, okay, I think I know what's the problem is, but let's try again. Let's do something else here. GF length is 2, they are not equal. It's -1. Why is it like that? I'm gonna try again. Maybe I should define it somewhere else instead of. Okay, I am thinking because of our C out here. Okay, just let's remove this. I'm gonna remove this. Maybe I'll just comment selection. Okay, let's try something here. Okay, let's try here. So what I want to do here, str1 equals to hello, str2 equals to hello. Okay, let's don't have this one. Okay, I'm just gonna rewrite it. This is a bad way to write. So let's do this. str1 hello, str2 hello. Okay, so they should give me the equal string. Let's try it. The length is far, the second string is far, strings are equal, return 0. So somehow in cin, it's not giving me the answer, because I thought I could do that in the same way, okay? But it's not giving me. So I am gonna try to fix this. how can I fix this so that it can give me the same output like just now? Okay, so now let's try this, that it works, such that it works. Okay, str2. Okay, so what I want to do here, I want to make sure something I did similar to what I did just now. Okay, so 10. Okay, and then I want to say cout enter string 1. cin str1. Okay, and then cout enter string 2. cin str2. Okay, and then we have strcmp, not camp. Cmp is used to compare these two strings. So if I'm entering in terms of cin, maybe it cannot identify, it cannot read because it's an input file. So that's the problem here. So let's try this. Hello, it can read the length is 5. Oh, there you go, now it works. So where did I do wrong? I am it's confusing here. Why this is wrong earlier on? Oh, there you go. Okay, everyone, because I put the comparison here below my string here. So look at the difference here. Okay, I should write it above. Okay, this thing must come after I define this toString, not before. Okay, so that's the problem. Okay, so it works. So let me just give some space. It works. Let's try it again. Indonesia, Australia, and they're not equal. What is it? What's wrong with my code? They are not equal. The value returned is 1. Length is 9, and the length is also 9 for Australia. I spelled it wrong. Australia. Okay. Oh dear. So maybe this thing does matter. Okay, let's try here. The space I have. Okay, so HELLO. There you go. See that? I cannot have a space. So it has to be exactly the same. Okay, now this is okay. Now the strings are equal. The value returned by 0. So the strings are equal. So there's something we have to careful about. Okay, let's try one more. Okay, enter string 1. What do I want to say about string 1? Candy. What about string 2? 5 letter. What I want to say? 5 letter. Sandy. I don't know. Okay, now why they are not equal? The length of the second string is 5. So what's the problem here? So the problem here is you have to have the same. It's nothing to do with the length. Okay, it's nothing to do with the length. It has to do with word by word. It has to be the same string. Okay, let's look at the definition again. So strcmp used to compare two strings and in order for it to return 0, it has to be exactly the same letter, exactly the same. Okay, exactly the same. So if I put Malaysia here and then I put Malaysia here, then they are equal, although the length is the same. Again, it's nothing to do with the length. Now let's try again. If I put Canada, India, obviously they are not the same, so they're not equal. They're not equal. Okay, let's try last one. So I hope you are getting it. The use of strcat is to create a string. strlen is to determine the length of the string, and strcmp is used to compare two string. Now I can even compare three string if I want to. Okay, now there's another one that we looked at earlier on, is strcpy, the copy character from one string to another. Okay, so I want to use that. Maybe I'll just show you here. strcpy. Okay, we have looked at it earlier on. The purpose of this one is to copy characters from one string to another. Now how can I put str here? So let me just introduce another string, str3 20, let's say. Okay, so I'm gonna cout, enter string 3. Okay, just to make sure. Okay, it doesn't matter with the space, actually nothing to do with the space. Okay, we know it has to be the exact name, in str3. Okay, now what I want to do here, I have my third string, and I'm not, so let's do that. Let's do here. Okay, let's do here. So strcpy str1 str3 str1. Okay, so let's look at it, what it will do, what it will do here. Okay, okay, string 1, hello, string 2, bye, string 3, welcome. Obviously they are not the same. They what is the, they are not equal, oops, I didn't add the thing. Okay, sorry, let me just add it. So I didn't put the str3 here. Okay, so maybe I need to have a cout. So my mistake is I don't want to have an input file here. Okay, let's just don't do this. Okay, so now what happens? Cout, the string I want is, oops, str3. So it's gonna copy. Okay, it's gonna copy. Okay, enter string 1, hello, string 2, bye. So the string I want is hello, so my str3 is hello. Okay, here. So what it do here, copy a string to another. Okay, this is what strcpy. So my str3 is my str1. Okay, so if I change this to 2, then I will have str3 now is my str2. Welcome, hello. So the string I want is hello. So my str3 is str2. Okay? Okay, so that's the use of strcpy. Now what else? What else we wanna know? So we also have strcat cat. Okay, so I think that's I think that's it for now. Okay, so strcat cat. Oh yeah, we haven't looked at this one. Strcat cat. Have we looked at it? No. Okay, so let's try here. strcat is my str3. Oops, what do I do? With double quotation. Okay, and then strcat is my strcat str1. Okay, now let's look at what this one do. Okay, so no, sorry, str3. Okay, so str copy here will copy str2 as my str3, right? Now for strcat, it will combine. So it will combine these two words here. Let's see. String 1 is Malaysia. String 2 is India. The length is it. The string I want is India, Malaysia. Did you see that? India, Malaysia. Okay, so I hope you get it. Okay, so I hope you get it. So it will copy string 2 here. Now str2 will just put them together. Okay, put them together. Okay, so this is the use of string function that we wanna look at earlier on. Like I said on this slide. Which one is it? Yeah, this one. So we have few names. Yeah, this one. Okay, so we have looked into this code that does all this. Okay, so to copy character from one string to another, we use strcpy. The concatenation of string, meaning you want to combine. Okay, this another word is combine string 1 and string 2. I don't know how you understand the word combine. It's not write them together, but you can have them together. strlen is the length of string. strcmp is a comparison of the string. Now it's said here the string function all use the header, same header, so we don't need this header. Actually we don't need, unless you are using C programming. Okay, so if you're using C++, you don't need any of this header file. Okay, so that's something about string here that I would like to present. So I'll see you next time in a different application of array. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.